All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Washington. We're still here. We're still here. And we've got part 2 or day 2 of the finals. Let's hope we can get this done because Canada is well and truly underway, and we're starting to, Canada's starting to really kick off. So we got to get to Canada. So let's hope we can get through these finals. Yesterday we had about almost an hour worth of play and 9 hours worth of rain. That was what we witnessed yesterday. I was hanging on to the hope that we'd get through yesterday. It felt like we were almost there, and then they cancelled it. Now today is going to rain, so keep that in mind. If you have work tomorrow and you're staying up late, keep that in mind. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I have a feeling that this women's final... Oh, wait, is it going to rain? Is it going to rain first? Hang on. Is it going to be like yesterday where we get a delayed start, or is it going to start on time? We should be... I think we should be okay. We should be okay. But it could be it could be an interrupted match. The men's final is after that, and we'll see what happens. And then we go to Canada tomorrow. So Canada, it's raining in Canada too, so it's not like we're missing much there anyway at the moment. The rain is the rain's all over the place. All right, so it looks like we're going to be fine. We should be starting on time, which is good. Which is great. Good, great, fantastic. Pegula's up 6-4 and Eala 2-1 in the second. This rain delay for sure helps Eala. Even more so being overnight, I think. I think coming back today, it'll feel like a new match. So, or at least for Eala, she'll reset mentally. And the momentum that Pegula had gained is well and truly gone. So we'll see. We'll see if Eala can fight back. And Pegula did have a bit of a slow start. There was moments yesterday where she was in trouble, especially in the middle of the set. So it might take her a little bit of time to warm up. So we'll see. We'll see if Eala can fight back, or if it's going to be Pegula getting it done. But it starts in about 45 minutes an hour. Men's final is straight after it. Hodar versus Fritz. And we'll watch that too. And get out of Washington, which has been it's been a much bigger week than I expected. We will see again the history making of Eala. Hey, I'll tell you, the way things were going yesterday, Pegula was starting to get on top of that match, and then the rain hit, so it will be very interesting. Hodar Star arrives today. Yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome to see him go up against Fritz. I wonder what the crowd's going to be like. That's what I was saying yesterday, because I don't think they sell tickets. I think I don't know. Do they refund yesterday and sell tickets tomorrow? Maybe they do. Maybe that'd be better than getting everyone yesterday to get, maybe it's, you know what they probably do? Well, I don't know, but maybe they probably yesterday they probably give them an option. Do you want a refund or do you want to come back tomorrow? And then they'll resell the tickets that got refunded. Because it only was an hour yesterday. I don't know, is there a clause where it says if you get 1 hour play, then if you get one set of tennis, too bad. that's you paid for the match. So I don't know. They gave out 1,000 tickets for anyone who wanted to attend today. Okay. Additional 1,000 on sale. Okay. All right, that makes sense. It'll be interesting because obviously now it's on a Monday. So, and we saw during the week that Eala was playing during the day on Wednesday. She was playing, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and there wasn't many people there because it was on a weekday. So we'll see whether or not the crowds are as busy. It would be awesome if there was still a packed crowd, despite it being on a Monday morning or Monday lunch. Tennis gods brought the rain yesterday to shift the momentum for Eala. Yeah. Weather in DC should be okay, but we'll wait and see. It should be okay. They allowed yesterday's tickets for today, plus they had tickets for today. Okay. So a bit of both. So they must have given the people the option, hey, do you want, you can get a refund or you can come back? And look, a lot of people would have got a refund because, again, Sunday, people would plan that for months in advance or weeks in advance, right? And then to be like, oh yeah, we're going to do it on Monday. People have work, people have jobs. So it makes sense that they would give the option. And of course, it's fair for them to give the option to the people that pay the tickets first, right? Eala messed up the first set. She had a chance there. She did. She had a chance at 4-3 to win the first set. Or to take a break and then win the first set. I'd say I was very impressed by Pegula yesterday. The way that she was handling Eala. Because Eala wasn't playing as well as she has been this week. Maybe nerves of the final. Maybe just playing so much. Was catching up with her. But yeah, Pegula was playing a very solid game and wasn't panicking like a lot of players were doing this week against Eala. As soon as Eala started to hit some shots this week, players were like, what do I do? I don't know what I'm doing. And would get frustrated. Pegula didn't. She kept her cool and took that first set. So yeah, very impressed by how she played yesterday. But today is a new match. Pretty much a brand new match. Picking up from yesterday. Okay. There shouldn't be any difference between the players after the weather break. Yeah, I mean, what do you mean by there shouldn't be a difference? Did I get any sleep? Yeah, I got like 5 hours. Did I just wake up? Yep, I did. Literally, like maybe like 45 minutes ago. Still waking up. Eala played one more match than Pegula, and is 11 years younger, so their exhaustion levels should still be almost even. Yes and no. Yes and no. Thanks from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Is Eala the best lefty right now? Good question. I think who's a left? Schneider's higher ranked. Schneider would be on that list. She's 17 in the world. Felinska's 21 in the world, but she's only, it's hard with Felinska because we've only seen her do one, like, she's had that one breakout, right? So yeah, it would be it's between her and Schneider, I think. And Schneider's done some great. Schneider made the semis of the French, so I'd say Schneider is probably still the best lefty currently because of the Grand Slam run of the French, and she beat Sabalenka, and she's won 500s before Schneider. So I would say Schneider, and she also had a good run this week, right? So yeah, Schneider best lefty currently. Fernandez also a mention, but not lately. Fernandez hasn't done as much lately. Yeah. Did I bring my umbrella? No, I left my umbrella at home today. Still raining? No, not yet. Well, but it starts in 45 minutes. Hopefully it won't rain. We'll be okay. We'll get through this. There's a potential that this match goes for 30 minutes. Like, we could be like, start and then end in about 20 minutes. I mean, these things can happen. I'll tell you though, it is very tricky. Pegula's in a little bit of a tricky spot because, like I said yesterday, she was playing really well. She was, Momentum was with her, all that kind of stuff. But then to come out here and be down 2-1, it could easily get to 4-1. Like, Eala could break and all of a sudden it's 4-1. Like, it could really quickly, within 5 minutes or 10 minutes of the restart, Eala's halfway through the second set and we're going 3. Like, it could be very quick. So it's a dangerous spot for Pegula. Had it have been 0-all going into the second, not as scary, but at 1-2 down, you really can't afford to have a bad game to start, because that means break, and then Eala holds 4-1, and the match is level, right? So, yeah, a lot of pressure on Pegula to restart this match. If Eala wins, she'll be number 20. Yep. Pegula has the edge. She did. She did have the edge yesterday. But today's a new day, so kind of a bit of a reset. Pegula's got to come out here firing. She can't have a sloppy start to this match or this restart, because then we're going 3. You know, it can be pretty quick. Eala has never beaten Jovic. People are obsessed with Eala. Okay. Well, she's got a lot of fans and they like her. I mean, what do you want? Pegula started so slow yesterday. Yeah, she was yeah, she can't afford to do that today, because the lead that she has will disappear. I want a 3-setter because 10 hours yesterday, they must entertain us. Okay. Is my prediction the same? It is the same. What's up, Josh? How you doing? Pegula also won the first set in Miami, and then Eala can take it to a third. Are you secretly praying for rain? No. Why would I be praying for rain? We had enough of that yesterday. Who was the last female player to get this much attention and hype? Probably Raducanu. I'd say Raducanu. They both not play before Wednesday, right? Well, Pegula might have to play tomorrow, but I think that Canada will put her match on. She'll be the only match in the top half of the draw that will be on Wednesday. Every other match for the top half will be tomorrow, I think. Eala is playing on Wednesday night, so she'll get tomorrow off, and then she'll play. On the men's side, I don't know. I think they'll probably do the same thing, where they'll just go, you know what, Fritz and Hodar play on Wednesday. The good thing for Fritz and Hodar is that there's so much rain in Montreal that everything's getting pushed back anyway. So they might not even be able to play tomorrow because their opponents haven't finished their matches. So, yeah, I don't think Hodar and Fritz have, because we didn't get hardly any tennis yesterday in Canada. Venus played, and that was the only thing we really missed. Hodar's supposed to play either Fucsovic or Mute. And they're playing today. Fritz is going to play either Chan or Taranti, and they're playing today as well, I think. And then Pegula. Who's Pegula playing? Eala's playing. So Pegula's playing either Freck or John, and they've started the first set yesterday. It's 4-all in the first. So she will have an opponent by the end of the day. And then Eala is going to play the Parks or Kazan Saber, who I think are playing today. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I think the tournament will give them a chance to have a day off tomorrow. They won't make him play tomorrow. That would be pretty harsh. I'm just having a look. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mute Fultrovic are playing today. And what did I say? Chan? I can't see Chan versus Taranti. So Fritz might be playing on Wednesday. But Hoda could have an opponent by the end of the day and then have to play them. Well, not. They won't make him play tomorrow. Unless they put him on tomorrow night. I don't know. Well, yeah, Fritz won't have an opponent tomorrow, so he will not be playing on. He'll be playing on Wednesday at the earliest. Weather forecast. It's supposed to be okay. I think we might start on time, which is great. Which would be nice. JPEG easy peasy. Wouldn't be surprised if Eala comes back, but still have JPEG. Okay. Pegula will lose today. I can't wait for Eala to dismantle Pegula. Okay. The Jets are waiting. Yeah, they'll be in Canada by the end of the night. By the end of the day, all 4 players will be in Canada by the end of the day. Unfortunately, they're going to 2 different locations, so they can't all just jump on the same plane and get out of there together. The guys have to go to Montreal, and the ladies go to Toronto. But yeah, they'll all be out of there tonight. Well, by the end of they'll be tonight. They'll be in Canada by tonight. In a new hotel in Canada tonight. Weather in DC, it's supposed to be okay. We should be okay. We should be fine. We should be all right. DC hot and humid. I'm in DC right now. It's horrible. Yeah, it looked pretty humid yesterday. Even the little bit of tennis that we got. Even the other night when we watched Hoda play against Tabilo, it looked pretty pretty brutal. Yeah, score starts. We restart from yesterday, so there's no. We start again. We start from yesterday, so it doesn't start over. We pick it up exactly right where we left off yesterday. Which is a little perfect, but that's just the way it is. Now, if it does rain today, we'll talk about what happens possibly. But we'll wait and see because we don't want to start talking about what if it rains because then it might rain and we don't want that. Is Draper playing today, please? He is, yes. Draper is playing today, which is great that he hasn't withdrawn. So he is playing Draper at this stage. Not really any interesting second round matches. Something like maybe a Greek Sports Zverev. Yeah, there are some on the men's side for sure. It's a little bit lacking. On the women's side, it's crazy. Some of the matches we might be getting. But yeah, Greek Sport. I mean, even Sonego Zverev, that's not bad. Monfils Tien could be interesting. Pirikar Medvedev, so Hurkacz is playing. It might be playing Tabilo. That could be interesting. Citi Fonseca. That's the one that I'm really keen on. But yeah, other than that, not many By the way, Demon's got to play another Aussie in the second round. That's annoying. Shapovalov Feast, or even Berrettini Vachereau. But Shapovalov versus Feast is a good matchup too. That's a very exciting, fun match. Shapo in form, and Feast playing against the Canadian crowd. I mean, that could be really fun. So we could tune into that. We'll see. We'll wait and see what the draw does. Thanks, yeah, but Murray is there too. He is there too. Well, he was there last week, and Draper pulled out anyway. I believe Alex will win the second. Just found your channel from San Diego. Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's going on in San Diego today? How's San Diego? I hope no more rain today. Yeah, same. Same. The weather in Washington's supposed to be rain around, but hopefully okay. It shouldn't be as bad as yesterday. Some great return in fourth game from Eala and 3-1. Yeah, I could see that happening. I could see Eala going up 4-1 with him pretty quickly, just because Pegula's got to be sharp from the start. Watching from the Philippines, it's at 11:30 right now. Yeah, I tell you, this tournament has tested everybody from Southeast Asia to Australia to to a lot of the southern hemisphere. It's been brutal. A lot of the whatever, I don't know what part of the world is that. I don't know, Asia and Australia. Washington has tested the limits. And thanks for everybody sticking around yesterday. It was fun. I had fun yesterday doing that long 10-hour stream. It was fun. It was nice to just kind of like hang out. Would have been nice if the match we got to finish the match, but you know, it was still pretty fun. I had fun. I'm so pumped up for these matches today. You have no idea. No, I mean, it is exciting though. Cam and Casey are the losers. Do not cry. Okay. I'll try my best. For somebody with the name Silent Observer, you talk a lot. Yeah, we did 10. It was like a 10-hour rain delay stream. And credit to I shout out to everybody who stuck around for any part of that, because you know there wasn't much happening. But then also shout out to the tournament, because they tried their best. They were trying so hard to get back on. I think they attempted to dry the courts like 5 times. The ball kids were throwing the ball into the crowd to like keep them entertained. Like that. Credit to the tournament for trying their best just to kind of keep things interesting. Because I mean, we've watched many rain delays over the years, and it's quite easily that they just kind of the tournament just keep everybody in the dark, and and the crowd are just sitting in the rain, and nobody knows what's going on. But Washington really did a good job yesterday. They tried their best. They couldn't have done anything else. They were trying so hard to get to get the match started again. And they almost did. They almost did a few times. There was chances there where the courts were dry and they were close. Cam, I think that was the same shirt that you were wearing when Eala won at 125 in Guadalajara a year ago. Am I right? I don't know. I don't plan these things. I just wear whatever is available. I don't know. Go watch that. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't plan to wear this. It's just all I had. Let them send the rain to Europe. We need it. It's dry here. What's the worst rain delay? Like if it's match point when suddenly it rained? Yeah. We talked about this yesterday. It was Shelton. Shelton had a match last year, I think, where it got delayed on match point, and he came back the next day and won the match with like an ace or a big serve. So yeah, those are the worst ones, right? When there's when you're like the match is about to end and then you've got to come back the next day to play one game. It's like, that's a waste of everybody's time. Whereas this rain delay is not too bad because we've still got the men's final, so that's fine. So we've still got plenty of tennis today. And also this match is still very active. So yeah, those rain delays when the match is almost over and then and then the match stops. Like if it was like 6-4-5 love Pegula, you'd be like, oh, like what are we doing? But this isn't as bad because this match is still like competitive and active. Worst rain delay, yeah. I think he was on match point and serving for the match at Wimbledon. Maybe it was serving for the match, and he came out and he won a game. I think he won a game in like 45 seconds because he had a couple of big serves, or maybe he was like 2 points away. Either way, I remember he came back the next day and it was like a minute. It was like 1 minute of play. So it probably was he was match. I think it was match point, or he was a deuce or something, and it was like 2 serves and that was it. But he came back and he played 1 minute on the second day, and it's like, wow, what a waste of time. Oh, what a waste! It could have how it could have ended the day before. Because it's also like the players have to like warm up, or sorry, the players have to cool down. The day before they have to then try and sleep, and in their minds they're like, oh, we've got to come back tomorrow, and then they come back to go do all the warm ups. They got to do all their routines just for that 1 minute. It's like it sucks. But this match is different. This feels like yesterday was an hour. Today probably get at least another hour minimum, depending on this second set. So yeah, this feels like it's two different, like two matches, like two different matches. I remember some 250 level event that ended with no men's champion rain delays. When was that? Which event was that? I was talking about that yesterday. I don't remember that. When did that happen? How's the rain right now? Well, it's they haven't started yet, so I think Eala will come out of the gate strong. I did my research. If Eala wins a second, she'll be favorite and push her way to victory. Yeah. I think I could see that happening too. I think Pegula can see that happening too. So it's all on Pegula, really. Like this first game in the comeback is going to be huge. Like if Pegula can hold relatively easy to get to 2-all, like it's going to be a very important first game. JPEG will fight. Yeah. I don't remember. I'm just calling it 250. It was a low level event. Was it like recently? I can't remember. I know somebody said it was like there was a tournament in like South Africa like 40 years ago that had a no champion, or 50 years ago. Why is your clothes is always it? What do you mean always it? Like why is it always shit? Or why? What are you talking about? Will Eala make top 10 this year? No. She won't. And that's okay. Top 10's very hard to get into. Top 10 is very tough. And I say no because there's players that have been very good this year that can't get into the top 10. Kostyuk has had a phenomenal season. She's number 11. She can't get into the top 10. She's still 400 points away from top 10. Like, top 10 is very, very hard to get into. Right? Jovic has had a great year. She's 16 in the world. Right? So, even Castella's had a great year. 18 in the world. So, yeah. So, Eala has had a great year. Should be top 20 by the end of the year. That'd be a great goal to have. Try and be top 20 by the end of the year. Top 10 is a different league. We spoke about this on the yesterday as well, like this week. Getting into the top 10, you either have to have a 1,000 title or a Grand Slam final, or both. Like everybody, or a Grand Slam, final / title. Everybody in the top 10 is a reigning champion of a big trophy, right? So if Eala wants to be top 10, she's got to have to win a 1,000. That's, Canada, Cincinnati, Wuhan, Beijing. But also, everybody else in the top 10 is going to be playing those events and wanting to win those too. So, yeah. So I'm not saying she's not good enough. It's just that she has to win one of those big trophies. And that's very hard to do. Because it's super competitive on the WTA. Mboko is out of the top 10. She's dropped out of the top 10. Noskova Mukova got into the top 10 after Wimbledon, and they were 10, 11, 12 earlier. Yeah, they were kind of hovering. Noskova, right? She was sort of around like 11 to 15 for a while. Even, and Mukova as well. They were sort of hovering around that number 10 spot. So again, like if Eala gets to like the final of the US Open, she could be top 10. Maybe, but again, it's Felinska made the final of the French. She's not even in the top 20. So like, yeah, it's tough. WTA is hard right now. It's like top 10 is very hard to get into. A very competitive list. But that's not, top 10 shouldn't be the goal. Top 5 shouldn't be the goal right now. It should be top 20. And when she gets to the top 20, it should be stay in the top 20. Because, if Eala is in top 20 by the end of the year, that's a great year. That's a great season. Even top 20 is pretty hard to get into. Pretty competitive. Based on current score, Pegula has 62% chance of winning. Okay. Do you think the stoppage benefits Eala? Yes, I do. I do think it benefits Eala. So many Filipinos are impatient, don't understand the ranking system. No, they're fine. I mean, they're just asking a question. It was just a normal question. Like, there's no problem. I mean, that's fine. Nothing wrong with asking a normal question. Eala needs 300,000 points to get to the top 10. Yeah, it's a long way. What benefits Eala? The rain delay has benefit. Should. I mean, benefit. It would be interesting to see the comeback of Pegula, but Eala needed that delay more. Like the way things were going yesterday, things were starting to get she was hanging on to serve at the end of the match yesterday. So the rain delay, Eala needed the rain delay more. Now, is it going to be a benefit? We'll find out. But she needed the rain delay more. The things were getting out of hand. So the rain delay was better for her. Which is right. It's really important for Pegula to start off strong here because, as I said earlier, things could very quickly get out of hand if Pegula gets broken to start the match or restart the match. They should be coming out in about 20 minutes. How about players that are in the 250 to 1,000 range? What times do they join to get rankings? So you've got the WTA, which has got a bunch of different level tournaments, and then you've got the Challenger Circuit, which is what Eala's been doing well at, or winning, Challenger events. We've talked about that in the past. And then there's the World Tour or the ITF Tour, which is where most of the up and coming players will play because they're smaller events, and there's a lot more of them around the world. So yeah, so it's people that usually are ranked between 250 and 1,000 are playing those events. The the lower, really like the entry level events. The US Open draw is not out. No, it won't be out for like weeks. Who do I think will win the US Open? Sinner. It would have been better if the match didn't start yet before the rain delay. No, I don't think so. I don't think it would have. I mean, what if yesterday was a complete washout? I don't think so. I'm glad we got some stuff done. Who will win the US Open mixed doubles? No idea. When's the match starting? In about 15, 20 minutes. I have it on the screen, right? It's right there. There is chances of rain, yep, but hopefully not as bad as yesterday. After Washington, Alex will compete in Canada. Yeah, she's playing on Wednesday night, I think. Why do you always wear the same clothes? Well, I mean, because I don't have A lot of clothes? My question is, why are you studying what I wear? That's weird. I thought it was summer in the US. It is, but it's also like, humidity and thunderstorms and stuff. They should have moved the match to Montreal. Maybe. Eala was sponsored by Nike. Yep. It's a different day. I hope Eala nails this set. It can just be over in an hour or less. Pray for 3 sets. Yeah, I mean, this could literally be over in 30 minutes if Pegula comes out here on fire. This could be over in 30 minutes. Like that is possible. No rain until 2 p.m. there. My radar promised that. Okay. All right. Hey, thank you, Brizzy, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. You read my comment. Hey, no worries. We don't want that. We want great tennis. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to get like an entertaining second half of this match, but it could also be over in 30 minutes if Pegula comes out here and plays to her ranking, Play should be out on court in about 15 minutes. What time's it in Washington? It's 11:45. Jovic and Andreeva much younger than Eala, much better than her. Cool. And what? So and Nadal was better than Djokovic at that age. Like, Nadal was 18 winning slams, and Djokovic, Federer didn't win slams, or Djokovic especially didn't win slams until a couple of years later, and he then won more than anybody. So it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Eala is not physically fit to play continuously at this level. Are you sure? Official rankings not out yet. Yeah, I'm going to do the ranking show after this because there's I was going to do the ranking show yesterday, but because if Hoda and Eala win, it changes the rankings a lot. So I couldn't do the ranking show yesterday because there's a lot up in the air still. So yeah, after these matches are done, I'll be able to do that. I don't think we'll go to Canada today because the weather there is bad anyway, and I'll be honest, I'm tired after yesterday and waking up again at midnight tonight. I think tomorrow today. What day is it? Yeah, today. I'm probably just gonna, yeah. Golf can be number one this year. She have to win the US Open. If she wins the US Open, That'll be interesting. Hodar and Fritz are playing straight after this. Goliala, what a great story that is. Good to see you back, brother. Thanks for the great tennis knowledge. No worries. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for joining us. Sabalenka going slamless this year would be wild. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. There's a lot of pressure on her and Gauff and Swiatek to, win a slam this year. I mean, all three of them have been the slam champions of the last few years, so they all kind of need the US Open. But then it could go to somebody else. Anisimova, Pegula, Mukova, right? There's a lot of players. Osaka. A lot of players that are going to be going for that US Open. How's the weather in DC right now? I can't see yet. Ask me in like 10 minutes. But there is rain around, but somebody in the chat said that we should be okay to start. And then we'll see what happens. Djokovic beats Sinner and Alcaraz. That is an upset. Yep. The waiting time is killing me. Nah, be patient. It's fine. Plenty of time. Sabalenka is going to lose number one this year. Since Serena announced a comeback, Sabalenka has not been the same. Okay, I don't know if Serena has anything to do with it, but okay. Why does Pegula own a private plane? I don't think she does. I mean, her dad might, because her dad is a very rich man, but I don't think she owns one. I think you just made that up. He's the owner of a massive sports team, so I don't think she owns one. Yala had thigh injury previously and is showing a shoulder injury. Yeah, but not this week. Rybakina's not getting number one. She could. Rybakina could get to number one. If Sabalenka doesn't do well in America, she could definitely get to number one. She could definitely get to number one if Sabalenka loses in Cincinnati and New York. She could get to number one. Team sleep deprivation. Woo, let's go. Yeah, fuck sleep. We don't need that shit. Come on now. Come on now. We don't need that. We don't need that. We're fine. Everything's fine. Let's go. All right, blue skies and sun is out. That's the weather forecast. That's what's up right now. Blue skies. And we should be getting this match started. On time. We should get this match finished as well. Let's say yesterday's match was a warm-up. I'll tell you, I'd be interested to see what the crowd turnout is like, because right now I'm looking and there's not many people there. There is not many people there. And we've got 5 minutes until we start, so yeah, not many people are watching this one yet. They're all trying to figure out their way into the stadium. The Eala bus is stuck in traffic. Or the fan bus. Okay. Well, we'll find out. Here we go. People have been traumatized by the rain. Sorry for them. Yeah, I think it's more just that people can't go to a Monday final, you know? Can you give a brief update on how the match went to this point? I didn't watch yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday, both came out pretty strong. It was a good first couple of games. Then, let me get you the proper recap. So both came out strong. Eala then had a break point of 2-1, but Pegula held. Then Pegula got the break to go to 3-2, and then Eala broke straight back. So it wasn't. It was Pegula started to look like she was on top of things at 3-2, but then Eala broke straight back, got to 3-3. Then she held, got to 4-3, and then this is the most pivotal moment of the match so far. Was that Pegula had to save 2 break points at 3-4 down, holds the 4-4, and then Eala gets broken, and Pegula wins the set 6-4. So at 3-4 to 6-4, 3 games in a row, Pegula, that was a really important part of the match. And then to start the second, both held really easily, 1-1. And then Eala serving at 1-1. It was 30-all deuce, no break points for Pegula, but a lot of pressure on Eala in that 1-1 game. She holds serve, 2-1 it rains. So the momentum that Pegula, like from, she'd won, 4 out of 5 games to get to 1-1 and almost got the break. It was all Pegula. She was starting to really get that momentum, but then the rain hit, and here we are. So hopefully that that helps. If rain continues and the match gets moved, it happens. Yeah, but let's not talk about that. It's not raining, so we don't need to worry about the rain. If it starts raining, we'll talk about the what ifs of the rain, but it's not raining right now, so let's not even say that word. Let's not use that word. We used it so many times yesterday. Let's just the sun is shining. We're not going to say that word. No more rain. Right? Appreciate the update. I was here for the rain delay, but had to miss when they were playing, okay? Yeah, no more purple drops, exactly. Yeah, no more purple rain, no more Rihanna's umbrella, no more any of that.
Appreciate the summary, Cam.
No worries. Thank you for the $2. All right, players should be on court any minute now. And then we will get this match going again. It's going to be very important for both players to start this set. Restart this match. This first few games are going to be very important. Again, thank you for everybody who stuck around yesterday, because I know it couldn't have been easy, but hopefully you were entertained. Like I said, I don't mind sticking around and staying up and watching. It wasn't the most painful rain delay we've had. It went pretty quick, to be honest. I'm like, really? We're live 10 hours yesterday? That was crazy. It went kind of quick. Eala returns very strong. Yep. I hope Alex is healthy today's final. Yeah, well, she was all right yesterday. She didn't lose the set yesterday because she was not physically able to do it. They will not reset the score. The score starts from where they left off yesterday. They do not restart the score. Oh, Abby, hopefully you're okay today. It's sunny in Washington. Yep, the sun is out. There are clouds around, but as of right now, it is sunny. Roger from Taiwan, what's up? Okay. The players are about to come out on court. Not many people there. It's not a packed crowd. Definitely not a packed crowd. I mean, they're loud, but they're not. It's not many people there. Like, it's pretty empty at the top of the stadium. There's not many people there. Maybe they're just running late. All right, players on court. Here we go. Here we go. Now, there's not too many people at the top tier of the stadium, but the people that are there are making up with their noise. Watching from London. Hey, what's up? Yeah, the clouds are around. By the way, we're almost at 1,000 likes already. Thank you for that. No, the game is not delayed. They're about to start. They're about to restart this match. So, no, it is not delayed. All right, here we go. They're going to warm up. And then we are going to get started. Here we go. Yeah, the players are on court. Chat, we're so close to 1,000. Come on, we get to 1,000 likes before we start again. This is kind of a bonus stream today. We got like bonus stream today. Pardon me. All right, blue skies. Blue skies. Let's see if let's see who comes out stronger to start this match. Pegula is daughter of billionaire. Yep. Is that right? 58 minutes? Yeah, that's yesterday's match. Yesterday match time is 58 minutes. So we're starting again. All right. 2 titles already this year. Pegula. And hasn't dropped a set since the first round, where she dropped the first set of the first round. I think we've watched all of Pegula's matches this week too, which is unintentional. We will just watch it. I mean, she's number 1 seed. I'm pretty sure we watched all the matches. Yeah, we watched her against Freck, Kalinskaya, and Schneider. So yeah, we've watched all of the Pegula matches this week. We've obviously watched all of the Eala's matches as well. So yeah. So yeah, give me a trophy or something. Another day in the office? Yeah. Well, today was supposed to be my day off where I could just catch up on sleep, but that's all right. We'll sleep another time. We're going to do another 10-hour day. No. I'm thinking this is probably going to be over in not this match, but the next 2 matches. I reckon today we'll probably got 4 hours maximum. We're going to be here 4 hours max. I would be, unless it does rain in the men's final, which could happen. There is a chance, but yeah, no way we're going to be here for 10 hours. That ain't going to happen. And I'm not going to sit here for no reason. I mean, we could do 10 hours, but I'm not going to do 10 hours. It is saying there are thunderstorms around today, but again, it just depends. It'd be like yesterday, right? Where it looks like it's not going to rain, and then an hour later it does rain because they just pop up out of nowhere. So 3 in the afternoon, there could be storms. So if we can just get through this match, the men's final, we'll watch that. We'll see what happens. But maybe it could rain during the men's final. So just keep that in mind. I think we should get through this one, though. It's saying there might be some rain in an hour, but light rain. All right, here we go. Pegula. Both have hit 20 unforced errors. 14 winners from Pegula. Only 4 winners from Eala. So, yeah, that was a big difference yesterday. That she just wasn't playing as or hitting her shots as well as she was the previous matches. And Pegula was having some really good defense. She was getting the ball back a lot and forcing a lot of extra shots. Yeah, the whole top tier of the stadium's empty. Man, that sucks. It's probably better for Pegula, though, because there's a lot of people cheering Eala yesterday, so maybe a smaller crowd means less. The crowd, is not going to be as much of a factor. Not that Pegula cares really about that. She doesn't get bothered by those kind of things. She's pretty good at blocking that stuff out. All right, here we go. Chat, who's winning this match from now? Give me your predictions. Pegula to serve. These first games are very important. Also, the sun's in Pegula's eyes right now, so this is going to be interesting. Pegula serves. Into the forehand of Eala. Good return to the back of Pegula. Eala, forehand to the forehand of Pegula. Into the back of Eala. Pegula forehand again on the stretch. Eala back up the line. Winner. And the crowd go wild. Love 15. This is such an important game for Pegula to hold. Because things could really get out of hand very quickly. We know how quickly the momentum for Eala is. As Pegula serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Eala. Great return. Pegula slice. As Eala forehand up the line. Pegula slicing the net. Love 30. We thought this would happen. Love 30. We know that Eala does this. Mission.
Sleep overrated. Sleep when you're dead.
That's it. That's what we say. That's it. As Pegula serves an ace. Ooh, great serve. Great serve. $15-30. Another good serve. Return goes short. Pegula hits it straight to Eala, who hits the lob. Pegula puts away the smash. Yeah, great serving. And that's going to be another thing we talked about yesterday. Pegula's serving was, even Eala's serving as well. She only won 5 points on her second serve, Eala, yesterday. So her second serve wasn't as effective. But Pegula 30-all. And she serves a fault. Second serve. And of course, Eala stepping inside the baseline. Second serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Eala hits it out the return. And it's 40-30. $40-30. And then a great serve from Pegula. Okay. Pegula holds. And it's 2-all. Great serving by Pegula to get out of that game. That was getting scary for her. 2-all. Now let's see how Alex serves. And Eala's... both of these ladies have to deal with the sun in their eyes, which wasn't a factor yesterday. Now Eala serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve in the front of Pegula. Return into the front of Eala. Pegula forehand in the net. And it's love 15. As with a serve into the front of Pegula. Return goes back into Eala. Pegula back into the net again. Jeez, Pegula's making a lot of errors. 30 love. Pegula's hitting a lot of shots. A few errors already. 30 love. As the return goes back into Eala. Forehand from Pegula. Again in the back of Eala. Pegula. Forehand cross court. Great shot. Slice. Eala goes in. Pegula backhand. Goes long. It's 40 love. All right. 40 love. And Eala serves again. Again, Pegula with the 3 errors. As Eala serves. A fault. Second serve. Serve into the backhand of Pegula. And the slice in the net. Wow, that was a very slow second serve, and Pegula was not ready for it. All right. 3-2, Eala holds. Yeah, it's going to take little time for Eala to figure it out again, because yesterday, like I said, she started to get into that rhythm. Seemed like she kind of understood how Eala was playing, but then now she's got to figure it out again, right? Start again. All right. 3-2. Eala. Slow motion serve works. Yeah, that was a bit of a slow motion serve. All right. So still so nervous, yeah. I tell you though, the first 2 games back, Eala's look stronger. Eala has looked the stronger of the 2 for sure. Hey, we got to 1,000 likes. Appreciate that. This is best of 3. Thanks for covering this. No worries. No problems. All right, back to Pegula. There's no wind around either, so it's very, very hot and sunny day. There's a slight breeze. All right, back to Pegula. Serving to the back of Eala. Return goes out. 15 love. Cam, I learned to appreciate good defense in tennis thanks to you. No worries. I mean, yeah. 15 love. Serve from Pegula. Is a let. Was the crowd loud? Yes. Very loud. Very loud for Eala. As the return goes in the forehand of Pegula. Eala with the slice. As Pegula, cross-court forehand. Eala gets the back with the backhand. Pegula forehand again. In the back of Eala. As Pegula backhand goes cross-court. Eala forehand goes in the net. 30 love. And again, Pegula was starting to move Eala around yesterday, which was working. We hadn't seen Eala really have to, she didn't really have to defend much this week, except for against Zheng. Against Zheng, she had to defend, but Pegula made her really work for it yesterday. And that was interesting. And it was working, clearly. Hey, Madonna, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. As Pegula with a big ace down the tee. And a shout from Pegula as well. You don't see that very often. Pegula with a big come on as she hits an ace. All right. That's different. Another good serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Pegula. Eala with a slice in the net. Nice from Pegula. That's a good game. 3-3. I tell you, Pegula doesn't usually shout much. I wonder if that was a shout to the crowd. Maybe the crowd was maybe they're getting a little louder. She's like, yeah, come on, I can serve aces. Quiet down, everybody. It's weird because she's in America. And she's the American, right? All right, 3-0. Back to Eala. All right, Eala serving in the sun now. Let's see what happens. As the serve goes back into Pegula, forehand from Eala. To the back into Pegula is Eala backhand into the forehand of Pegula. Pegula hits it long, and it's 15 love. 15 love. Eala serves again. Oh, she's serving right into the sun. Serve. Into the backhand, Pegula in the net. Good serve off the line from Eala, 30 love. Eala hasn't lost a point since we've come back on serve. She has won 6 points in a row. 6 points to start this. Hasn't lost a point yet on serve. She serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Eala. Into the backhand of Pegula. Return goes into the backhand of Eala. Pegula backhand to the forehand of Eala. Into the forehand of Pegula. Eala with the backhand down the middle. Pegula hits a tape. Oh, and it goes over. Pegula gets a little lucky. 30-15. First point against Eala. What a coincidence. Just when I was saying, that she hadn't lost a point, she loses the point. That's crazy. That happens. That's a crazy thing. It was a very unlucky point to lose because it hit the tape and went over by Pegula. 30-15. Serving to the forehand, Pegula. Good return. Eala with the backhand cross court. Pegula gets on the stretch. Eala forehand goes in the slice of Pegula. Eala on the attack. Hits a forehand again to the forehand of Pegula. Pegula in the net again. 40-15. Pegula was just starting to get back in the rally and then hits the error. 40-15. And this crowd are yelling every time Eala wins a point. They are very loud. 40-15. As the backhand return, Pegula goes to forehand of Eala. Pegula forehand cross court in the net again. Again, in the net, Pegula. That is what keeps happening. She keeps hitting forehands in the net. All right. Eala holds 4-3. 4-3 Eala. All right. Now, this is where Pegula, this is where Eala, in the first set, almost got the break. She was up 15-40 at 3-4, or 4-3, and she had a chance, or two chances to break, and try and take this, take the first set, but Pegula held, and then was able to fight back to win a bunch of games in a row. So let's see if Eala can get the break this time. I think the fans that are not present are neutral ones. Yeah, I mean, yesterday when there was a full crowd yesterday, it definitely seemed like more support for Pegula, but it definitely seems like the crowd now is way more Eala than Pegula. Yesterday it felt 50-50 at times, but today it's like 80-20. And if there's a lot of people traveling to watch this match for watch Eala's match, they probably did take the day off today because they went on holidays. Whereas all the Americans are at work today. So Pegula doesn't really have the same support as she did yesterday because her fans are at work. And the Eala fans are on vacation. All right. Pegula to serve. 4-3 Eala. 4-3 Eala. You are annoying. Is that what they say to you? Is that what your family is? Is that what? And you're still here, though. That's crazy. Backhand return, the backhand of Pegula. Eala with a slice. Into the forehand of Pegula. As Eala forehand slice again. Pegula hits a backhand drop shot. Eala gets it back with a forehand winner. Love 15. Love 15. Wasn't a good drop shot from Pegula. Eala got there with ease. Love 15. There's been a fault from Pegula. Second serve. As the second serve goes in the net from... Sorry, the second serve return goes in the net. Good second serve for Pegula. 15-0. As the serve goes to forehand of Eala. Forehand of Pegula. The backhand of Eala is Pegula backhand into the forehand of Eala. Again, the forehand of Pegula. Eala backhand up the line. Pegula's there with a slice. Eala on the attack with a forehand. Is a winner up the line. 15-30. God, I tell you, she's just so frustrating to play. Eala is so... Like, she is throwing everything into every shot, and Pegula's just like, what do I do? Like, this is why Eala is so dangerous. Like, everything she's hitting is going in. And she's hitting everything with like 100% power. Right? She's going for every shot, Eala. As Eala backhand cross court. Oh, that's in the net. 30-all. But like Eala is just like going out swinging. I mean, she's not going out either because she's winning, but you know what I mean? She is it must be so frustrating for Pegula because she's just like, how are you not missing? Like you're hitting everything you're playing so aggressive. But she hits everything in, right? Like, how does Eala not miss, even though she's hitting everything so hard and trying to go for so much? Like, there's zero errors, zero fear. As the backhand goes wide, good second serve, Pegula, 40-30. Yeah, it's so fearless. It's so fearless. 40-30. As Pegula serves another fault. Second serve. Yep, don't put scores in the chat. Second serve, the forehand of Eala. Great return. Pegula puts up a lob. And then Eala comes in. And Pegula with a lob again. Eala with a smash. In the nets. Yeah, that was a tough smash. Good lob by Pegula. That's the doubles right there. That's the doubles experience right there. All right. And it's 4 games all. So apparently the Williams sisters are going to play Cincinnati together. Woo! Let's go. Hopefully Serena's knee's okay. So we get to see it this time. Let's go. All right. 4-0. And this is where Pegula struck in the first set. So far, Eala has been the better player in this comeback. The last few games, it's all been Eala. Pegula has struggled. As Eala with the backhand up the line. Pegula with the pass in the net. That's unlucky. Pegula was this close. That goes in. That's a very tough volley. 15 love. There's no confirmation on Serena playing singles, but she's playing doubles with Venus in Cincy. As we default from Eala, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Pegula. Return goes out. 30 love. Good second serve. That had a lot of work on it. 30 love. Eala serves again. Serving to the back end of Pegula. Pegula hits it out. 40 love. Jeez, Eala is serving, holding so easily. Pegula can barely win points on Eala's serve. 40 love. As Eala serves the back of Pegula. Return the net. 5-4 Eala. I mean, that was super, super easy again. I think she's lost like maybe 1 point on serve since we've come back. All right, 5-4. Pegula's going to serve to stay in the set. Worst camera angle ever. Oh, yeah, I hate the court level camera. It sucks. All right. By the way, chat, we're at 1,300 likes. Appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe too if you haven't already. This game's going to be real sketchy for Pegula now. She has not been as convincing on serve as Eala. Pegula needs first serves to avoid a third set. This match is suddenly zooming by. I know, right? This match is going so fast, which might not be good for Pegula. That things, especially on Eala's serve. Eala's serve is going, like, her games are like 1 minute games. Pegula needs to slow Eala down when Eala's serving, because the momentum, it's not even momentum. It's just like the tempo of this match is very, very fast, and things can change very quickly against Pegula. So Pegula needs to slow things down, especially when Eala's serving. She needs to kind of try and get Eala to slow up, because she is flying through these games, and Pegula's just like, what, I've got to serve again? That was like 1 minute. All right, Pegula to serve to stay in the set. She serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes forward to Pegula. Pegula hits it out. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Pegula serves again. She serves a fault. Second serve, Pegula. You know Eala's going to attack this. Second serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes into the forehand of Pegula. Eala. Forehand goes again. The forehand of Pegula. Cross court the backhand of Eala. Slice from Eala is long. 15 all. Pegula got a little lucky there. 15 all. Lots of pressure on JPEG here. Oh, yeah. She's had pressure on her pretty much the entire set since we've come back. Like, I think she had one easy service game. And I want to say she's only won the first point of one of her 4 service games in the comeback here. Like, she's lost the first point in 3 of the 4. Which, again, puts pressure on her straight away. She hits a forehand up the line of the forehand of Eala. And Eala hits that out. Pegula gets lucky with that. 30-15. And Eala's starting to get a little vocal as well. 30-15. By the way, chat, we've got 12,000 people in the house. Okay, sure, why not? Ridiculous. 30-15. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Return goes in the back of Pegula. Up the line to the back of Eala. Pegula with a forehand on the attack. Eala's there with a backhand. Pegula backhand now goes in. Oh, goes out. Wow, that was close. 30 all. It just goes long. 30 all. Man, Pegula needs a free point on serve here. She needs a good serve here. Serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Good return. Pegula forehand goes on. No, goes out. Great return, Eala. It was a decent serve. But Eala on the attack gets a set point. To take us to the third. All right, Pegula serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Another good return. And Pegula forehand goes into the backhand of Eala as Pegula backhand on the stretch. Eala now with a forehand to the backhand of Pegula. Pegula hits it out. We're going 3. It was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen eventually. You could just feel that Pegula was so under pressure. And Pegula eventually cracks under the pressure. We're going 3. Such a quick set, too. I mean, that was like 20 minutes. Like, that was very, very fast. And we're going 3. This crowd is going nuts. And Eala is serving first in the third. Man, it felt like Pegula was just a matter of time before she was going to eventually give up the break. Eala was putting on so much pressure. And Eala was not struggling on her serve, which makes a massive difference as well. Because if Eala was struggling on serve and Pegula, but was also getting chances on Pegula's serve, Pegula would feel like, well, if I get broken, I can break you back. But like Eala was she lost like 1 point on her serve in that second half of the set. And Pegula, every time she was serving, she was down like love 15, love 30. So like, it's so different. And the pressure mounts on Pegula because of Eala holding so easily. Like, only one break point in that set. And that was the set point. But yeah, just so relentless, Eala. And Pegula's got to slow this match down. This match is going way too fast, which is good for Eala because she's got the momentum, but also it's not a physical match now. And I think Pegula would rate her chances physically against Eala, but the match has gone too quick that it's not going to be a physical thing. Pegula needs to slow it down. On Eala's serve, like just make Eala wait. Put your hand up and say, hey, I'm not ready. Sorry, wait. Just slow things down. Because Eala is serving like 1 minute games. And then you've got to serve. And it's like, oh shit. So if I'm Pegula, I'm putting the hand up going, hey, wait, I'm not ready. Go get the towel. Like really just take a little bit more control of the tempo. All right. Who's winning the final set? I think we can safely say that the rain delay was good for Eala. Yes. The rain delay was better for Eala. Who's winning the third, chat? As Eala serves a fault. These first games of the final set here are very important for both. Eala to keep the momentum, but Pegula, she needs to figure out how to get points on Eala's serve. Second serve in the backhand of Pegula. Return goes to front of Eala. Pegula backhand. In the net. And again, every time Pegula loses a point, it's a standing ovation. And Pegula doesn't get angry, but it's got to be annoying, right? Maybe not, she's not going to get like raged, but it's got to be annoying to be like, oh, okay, yeah, thanks, I hit another error. The crowd are just cheering Eala winning. Like, that's what they're doing. They're not cheering against Pegula. They're cheering for Eala. We know that. But, God, it's got to be infuriating for Pegula to be like, yeah, I get it. I hit another error. Like, I get it. I hit it in the net. Thanks for reminding me. 15-hole. Good return, Pegula, that time. I told you Eala would shock Pegula. No, I told you that Eala would win in 3. I told you. I made a video. Did you make a preview video? Did you make a video about this match? No, I did. And I told you. 15-0. As Eala serves into the back of Pegula. Good return. And then she comes to the net. Pegula with a volley. Eala with a backhand pass. And Pegula gets it back. That is a great play by Pegula. A sneak attack. All right. Great play, Pegula. That was a great pickup on that volley too. 15-30. I'll tell you. Nice work, Pegula. That was impressive. Cam loves I told you people. Yeah, people didn't tell me. They didn't tell me shit, all right? As we serve now, the forehand of Pegula. Slice return. Goes long. Good body serve. 30-0. 30-0. Eala serves again. First tough game Eala's faced today. Now she serves a fault. Cool. Pegula needs to do something here. What an opportunity for Pegula. Second serve Eala. Pegula just moving around the baseline. Second serve goes back into Pegula. Forehand from Eala. Again, the back of Pegula. Pegula in the net. Halfway up the net. Oh, tough error. 40-30. That was a brutal error. Pegula's getting a new racket. She doesn't like that one. All right. 40-30. Eala to take the first game of the final set here. 40-30. Serving to the back of Pegula. Return goes deep into the forehand of Eala. Pegula with a forehand on the stretch. Eala comes in. Puts it away. And again, Pegula just throws her hands up like, what am I supposed to do about that? I'll tell you, nothing. Nothing. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just too good by Eala. All right, first test for Eala today, and she passes. 1-0 Eala, final set. All right. 1-0 Eala. All right, Pegula to serve. And she has been under pressure all but one game on serve. She had one easy game. Pegula serves. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes short. Pegula forehand in the net again. Oh, no. I think she panicked because Eala guessed where she was going to go. And I think Pegula in like the corner of her eye must have seen Eala go cross court and just missed the forehand. Love 15. Pegula starting to panic. Serving the back of Eala. Return goes the back of Pegula. Eala forehand slice. As Pegula forehand again to the forehand of Eala. Pegula now with the backhand. Goes in the net. Love 30. Man. This is what Eala couldn't do against Pegula yesterday. She couldn't make Pegula second guess, but now Pegula is all over the place. Love 30. And the momentum for Eala is huge. Great serve out wide. Lob goes up. In comes Pegula. She puts that away. 15-30. And Pegula just has had no easy time on serve. It's been brutal. It's been brutal. Arlene.
Thank you, Team Eala.
Hey, thank you for the 20. Appreciate that. And Pia.
Thanks, Cams, for cover. Go, Alex, for trophy champ.
Thank you for the donation. Eala comes in, puts away the drive volley. It's 15-40 Eala. 15-40. Eala to get the break early in the final set. And again, Eala just making Pegula panic. As Pegula serves, into the back of Eala, good return. Pegula forehand up the line, goes long, there's the break. Man, Pegula just is having the worst time now. All right, 2-0 Eala. This match is going so quick. Maybe it's because yesterday we sat around for so long waiting. So this is just a normal tennis match, but I mean, they restarted about 30 minutes ago. And Pegula's only won 2 games or 3 games in that. And they haven't been, she's had to fight for everything. Eala's had a very easy time. And now she's serving with the break final set. I think Pegula has to break back straight away. If she doesn't break back now, I don't think Eala is going to give up a lead. As Eala serves. The back of Pegula, return the back of Eala. Pegula, forehand again, the back of Eala. Up the line to the back of Pegula, sliced. Eala forehand, again to the back of Pegula. As Eala again with the forehand up the line. Pegula on the stretch. Eala backhand goes up the line for a winner. Man, Eala just can't miss. And Pegula is just scrambling. 15-love. 15-love. She's hitting everything. It's like she's playing like Andre Agassi. Like, Eala's playing like Agassi. Like, hitting the ball on the rise. Taking away all the time. It's impossible for Pegula. She's hitting the ball so... It's not even she's hitting the ball hard. It's hitting the ball on the rise. Like, she is just... And she's not missing serves like yesterday. Yesterday, she wasn't serving as well yesterday, Eala. She's serving much better today. 30 love. All right, 30 love, Eala. Great serve out wide. Pegula gets it back. Eala forehand. As Pegula backhand cross court, Eala's there with her forehand. Into the backhand of Pegula. Pegula hits it out. 40 love. 40 love. 40 love. And Pegula's just giving herself a chat. She's like, what is going on? 40 love. Eala serves for a 3 love lead. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Return winner. I mean, great shot. Great shot. Might be the best shot Pegula's hit on the returns, at least today. 40-15. Eala serves again. Down the tee, to the back of Pegula. Good return to the front of Eala. Eala overhits it. 40-30. All right, couple of points in a row for Pegula on Eala's serve. All right, 40-30. Serving to the backhand of Pegula. Return goes into the front of Eala. Up the line to the front of Pegula. Eala backhand. Into the front of Pegula. Sliced. Backhand of Eala up the line. Pegula's there with her backhand as Eala backhand again to the front of Pegula. Into the backhand of Eala. Pegula forehand again. Goes long. 3 love. 3 love. It was too little too late for Pegula there. 40 love to play 2 good points. She needed to do that at 15-all. All right. Eala, 3 love. Jesus, it's 13 minutes. This is going so fast. All right. 3 love. 3 love. I'll tell you this. I don't think the men's final is going to have anyone there. Because, like, everybody there is going for Eala. So, like, they're not going to stay around for the men's final because, or maybe they will, but, I mean, like, all the fans, like, there's 90% fans of Filipino. They're not going to be here for the men's final unless they want to watch Hodar and Fritz because they paid for it. But, yeah, the men's final might have not many people. Ed, thank you for the 5. Appreciate that. All right, Pegula needs Eala to get nervous, which doesn't usually happen. Also, thank you, Addy, for the super sticker. Appreciate that too. 3 love. 3 love. How loud is the crowd? They're very loud. The crowd is much more of a factor today than yesterday. All right. Why would they leave? Aren't they tennis fans? I disagree. I don't know. I'm just saying. There's a lot of people that are here for Eala. So it'll be interesting to see how many stick around for the men's. They might want to go out and celebrate this win. Once Eala closes out, they might go and party. So they might be like, yeah, we came here for Eala. She won. Let's go party. And the men's final might be in front of a smaller crowd. First serve default, second serve. Pegula has to hold. She has to hold here. I mean, that's obvious. As Eala return in the net. 15 love. $15 love. Seven to the forehand of Eala. Return to the forehand of Pegula. Oh, Pegula missed it. And Pegula wasn't making this many errors yesterday either. She was hitting a lot better yesterday, Pegula. She was hitting so much cleaner. And she wasn't making errors, which... And she couldn't afford to make errors yesterday anyway. Like, you can't make errors against Eala. We saw that with Osaka. You know, she made too many errors. We saw that with Svitolina. Like, you can't give Eala 3 points. Has a good second serve. Pegula, though, hits it in the net on the forehand. She just said, she's like, I'm so out of it today, Pegula. She's like, she's just not locked in. 15-30. 42 errors for Pegula. Most of those in this second set. Sorry, most of those were in the second set. Yes, first set she hit 15 errors. She's already hit 6 errors in this set, Pegula. Backhand slice into the forehand of Eala as Pegula puts up a bit of a moon ball. And Eala puts it away. 15-40. This is insane. 15-40. Wasn't a good enough or deep enough moon ball. 15-40 for the double break. Pegula serves into the backhand of Eala. Forehand of Pegula. Goes long. 4-love. 4-love Eala. Pegula needs a miracle. And I don't think they're giving him out today. Eala. Oh, fucking AI signs. Get that out of here. Make a sign with your own hands. Don't print an AI sign. You're killing the environment. Oh, chat. Come on now. Go get a glitter stick and some Sharpies and make a sign. Don't fucking print AI. It's that AI font. I know AI font. I know what AI font looks like. That's AI font. AI font. It's a dead giveaway. 4-love. 15-love. Eala serves again. As Eala serves. Into the backhand of Pegula. Pegula hits it out. 30-love. 30-love. I don't know how Eala... I'm going to be very interested to see how Eala plays in Canada. Because she will play Canada. She kind of has to. She's, they sold the tickets because of her. So she has to be there. But I'm interested to see, because she might play Parks, who we know she lost to in Australia. Noskova's in the draw as well. So, like, there is some interesting matchups for Eala over in Canada. But how does she do after winning this? As we had a 400 from Pegula, that's a winner, 30-15. Like, now that she's... Well, look, I mean, she's so close. Again, it would be a disaster for her to lose at this point. But now that she's won this big trophy, right? It's going to be really interesting to see how because she's going to go into Canada, and a lot of people are going to think she's going to beat Noskova. She should beat Noskova. So that match would be very interesting in the third round. I think she beats Parks. She's been too consistent not to beat Parks. As Eala gets a 40-15. Like, if she lost to Parks, that would be... I mean, it would mean that Parks had a very good day. She should beat Parks if she plays her again. But the Noskova rematch, that... With this title in her pocket, Eala, it's going to be interesting. That will be an interesting clash. As Pegula hits a return out by a mile. 5-love Eala. It's not over yet. It's 5-love Eala. What are you talking about? It's not over yet. Bro. It's over. 5-love. 5-love. All right. Eala 1 game away from winning her first WTA title Jeez, and how much did that rain delay screw Pegula? Like, let's be honest, right? We haven't talked about it much. That rain delay yesterday has completely screwed Pegula. She was keeping her cool yesterday. She was in control. She was playing a lot better than today. She comes back today, and Eala starts throwing fists, and Pegula starts making errors, and here we are. Like, Pegula yesterday was just... Like, there was times in the first set where Pegula, this was happening to Pegula, and she was like, but she wasn't panicking. And you know, she was able to hold strong. But today has just been a completely different match. And a completely different Pegula. Pegula's just not handled this, or not being able to lock back into what she was doing yesterday. Like, she looked so much better yesterday, Pegula. She was looking great. And Eala was still looking good, though. Yesterday, Eala looked, it was like this yesterday, too. But Pegula was so much better, which is why yesterday was more competitive. But, man, that rain delay, it's the most obvious change of momentum due to a rain delay you'll ever see. Hey, Grace, thank you for the 250. Thank you for the super sticker. All right. Pegula's going to serve just to stay in this match. But, I mean, Eala getting broken twice. At this stage, she's not even losing points on serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Pegula, up the line to the forehand of Eala. Pegula, backhand. Into the forehand is long. It's love 15. 3 points away. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got the men's final coming up next. Love 15. Pegula serves a fault. Second serve. As Eala returns into the forehand of Pegula. Eala backhand. That's too good. Pegula slices it back. But then Eala puts away the forehand, love 30. The thing is, though, this is what's going to be interesting for next week. I really hope she plays Parks, because it would be really interesting to see how she plays. Because when Eala's playing someone that's not going to overpower her, she can do this, right? We know how good she can be. But it's going to be interesting when she plays those players that have been a problem. And Noskova and Parks have both been a problem. Like, they've won 3 matches against Eala this year. And she's won 0 against them. Anyways, love 30. Pegula forehand in the net. Love 40. Championship points for Eala to take home the trophy and win the first title for the Philippines in the women's singles ever on the WTA, not just the challenges, in the WTA. And it's been brutal since the rain delay yesterday. Love 40. Pegula serves the forehand of Eala. Return goes back into Pegula. Eala with a forehand in the net. One saved. 15-40. Pegula saves one. 15-40. Men's final coming up next. 15-40. Championship point number 2. Eala to create history. And what a way to do it. Pegula serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes deep into the forehand of Pegula. Eala forehand cross court. Pegula's there with her backhand. As Eala forehand again to the backhand of Pegula. Pegula hits it wide! And Eala is the champion! She falls to her knees! And she has had an amazing week. And what a comeback in the final. She's in tears. What a fight back. Pegula gives her a hug. What a demolition. Eala is just... she's lost it. She's kept that emotion. To be honest, she wasn't actually yelling and screaming that much today. Now she is. What a title. And all the heartbreak of what happened in Eastbourne last year as well, when she had championship points. She was so close. And then 12 months later, winning a bigger trophy against a bigger opposition. She took out Fernandez, who had beaten her earlier this year. She took out Zhang, who's a gold medalist at the Olympics. You know, took out Svitolina, a top 10 player, 2 top 10 players, 4 former top 10 players if you include Zhang and Osaka. And then Pegula in the final, after the rain delay, comes back from a set down. Holy moly. And this crowd, they all came to see her and they came to witness this, and they're witnessing this. Wow. This crowd are going nuts. And Eala's lost her mind. She's just like, what am I doing? Now she's got to do a speech and all that stuff. Men's final coming up next. GG's. Subscribe if you want to, if you haven't already. Wow. What a way to win as well. I mean, Pegula did not look. She had no chance in today. She came back today and it was all Eala. And we knew that could happen too. We knew that could happen. We knew that was going to be it was going to be a tough day for Pegula. And it was tough from the start. She was down love 30 in the first game. In the first game of the comeback or the restart, it was all Eala. Pegula had one game where it was like 40-15, 40 love, whatever. But today was Eala's day. Now I'm very intrigued to see what happens because the expectation goes up. So like now that she's won a 500, she's set the bar for herself. How long can she maintain this level? Because she's been playing well since the French. She's won a challenger. She's had a run at Wimbledon. You know, she's played really well, obviously, this week as well. How much more can she do? Because she's in such red-hot form right now. So it's like she's got to, take advantage of this. Because now she's going to be expected to do well at the US Open, right? It's like 4th round or bust for Eala. If she doesn't make the 4th round at the US, like that's what is going to be expected of her, right? Obviously, Canada next week. She's got some really tricky matchups. So maybe there's no expectation there because if she loses to Noskova, so be it. Noskova's tough. We know it's a bad matchup. But yeah, it's going to be interesting what happens now because Eala is playing ridiculously well. She's beaten Raducanu, Pegula, Osaka, Svitolina twice, Swiatek. I mean, it's a crazy lineup of players she's beaten. She is like just red hot right now. But now the bar is like up here. So she's got to keep this level. And she's got to cash in on this form. GG's. All right, we're going to go through what happened because I mean, what a wild actually a wild couple of days. Like really. Like what a crazy couple of days. You'll never see a momentum shift like that due to a rain delay. Like that is as easy as it was. Like that how did Eala come back? Well, there was a massive rain delay. You know, and that changed everything for both players, right? It changed everything against Pegula too. I mean, she was probably feeling pretty good last night until, they canceled the match. All right, so we've just witnessed some history for Filipino tennis with Eala getting the win, and what a way to win. It was a delayed match. There was a rain delay. Overnight, they came back, and everything changed. Let's go look at how this match went. Okay, so you can see there the scoreline. It's 4-6, 6-4, 6-love. Eala running away with the final set, and a lot of errors from Pegula, but most of those were today, which she wasn't hitting that many errors yesterday. Eala, though, she hit a lot more errors yesterday when she played the first part of this match. And the second half of the match was so much better, so much cleaner in the ground strokes as well. And the serving stats, no aces for Eala. That's mainly because Pegula's a great returner. But, man, the serving got much better from Eala today as well. 84% of first serve points won. Only lost 7 points on her first serve. So her serve is becoming much more of a weapon. But let's see how this match actually changed in momentum. All right, so the first set was pretty straightforward. Both players were holding serve pretty easily to start. Then there was a break point for Eala, but Pegula ends up holding. Then Pegula breaks the next game to go to 3-2. Eala breaks straight back as she has been doing so much this week. Then they both hold until 4-all. There was actually a lot of chance there, a couple of chances there for Eala to break to go to 5-3 in the first, but Pegula held strong. And then at 4-all, Pegula gets the break and then holds to love to win the first set 6-4. All right, second set, and this is where things got really interesting. So both held pretty easily to start at 1-all. Then at 1-all, Eala had a little bit of a tough game. She had to hold serve at 30-all and deuce. She holds serve at 2-1, gets the lead, and then it rains, and we don't come back for another day, and everything changed after that. So they come back at 2-1 for Eala, and Eala does end up, end up holding, and then Eala holds again. It was just so good serving Eala today. She barely lost points on serve. And Pegula was just hanging on to her serve. It felt like every game she was under pressure when Eala wasn't even, breaking a sweat on her serve. And then finally at 5-4, Pegula gets broken. Eala wins the second set, and we go to a third. And that's when things started to go really, really good for Eala. She holds in a pretty tricky first game. 30-all, had to hold there, was a little bit dicey. But then breaks straight away, gets a 2-love, holds serve, gets the 3-love. Breaks again, gets the 4-love, 5-love at hold on serve, and then breaks to win the match on her first championship point. It was just, that 4-all game and that 5-4 game, especially when Pegula got broken and lost that momentum, it just was all Eala in the third set. It was a very quick, comeback win for Eala in that final set. All right, let's have a look at the rankings, though, because that's where things are really, really important. So Alex Eala now is top 20. She's had such a great, 2 months, and now she is into the top 20 for the first time in her career after winning the biggest trophy of her career. She is number 20. She's just overtaken Kalinskaya and kicked her out. So, yeah, very, very interested to see how she does next week in Toronto, because she does have a tricky draw, but opportunity there as well to gain more points and possibly solidify her spot in the top 20 and really get into that sort of midway, mid-range of the top 20 where, it kind of keeps you safe at some of the big tournaments. So there it is. That is what happened. What a crazy final. With the rain delay, we had 1 hour match yesterday, and then today we come back, and the second half of this match was only like 45 minutes because Eala was playing so aggressively and so intense. Pegula just had no answers. She didn't know what to do. And again, a phenomenal week. She's beaten Zhang, she's beaten Osaka, she's beaten Svitolina, she beat Fernandez, who she lost to earlier in the year, and she's also now beaten Pegula in the final, the number 1 seed. The top 3 seeds she beat along the way to win this title as well. So, yeah, she is a problem, Eala, and a lot of players are really struggling to figure out how to play her because she just plays this super aggressive, unpredictable style that, bothers everybody. Raducanu, Swiatek, they've also lost to her in the last couple of months. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let me know in the comments below, though. Where is the ceiling for Eala? Can she make it towards that top 10? It's a long way to the top 10 once she gets to number 20. There's a big gap. But if she keeps beating top 10 players and keeps winning 500s and doing well at Grand Slams, it's probably going to be a matter of time before she starts knocking on the door of the top 10. But there it is. Eala gets a win, and it's a phenomenal way to win this match. Crazy, chat. Crazy. I feel like that went we had to catch our breath. That was like everything was happening so fast. Addy. I don't know why it's not reading out. Hello.
Let's go, Alex. Claim me.
Hey, thank you, Addy, for the donations. Thank you, Mark,
Eala
for the...
must have did a rain dance. R. What a comeback, Eala. Shout out to Cam to stay with it and give us the best commentary. We appreciate you, Cam.
No worries. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you.
Mental game it is.
Thank you, Ed. Yep. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Jersey, for becoming a member.
Let us go, Alex.
Thank you, Baby Steps. Bambi, thank you for the donation. Mike. Ed.
Eala ticking her unfinished business. It's been a journey, Cam.
Thank you, Superfly, as well. Thank you, Ian, and thank you, Mark, for the 10 gifted.
Congrats, Alex Eala.
Yes, thank you.
I'm in tears. Congratulations, Alex.
It's been a hell of a week. Thank you for the donations.
A historic for Alex. Congrats. Hard work pays off.
Sure does. It sure does.
Congrats, Alex. What a way to win with an emphatic bagel, her story.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. What a bagel to finish. That's insane too, right?
Tears of joy for Alex.
That's it. Oh, thank you, JRG, as well for the donation. Man, what a finale. We got the men's final next as well. Crazy. I'll tell you though, now things have changed though. This is the thing. Things have changed because, like I said, the expectation on Eala has gone through the roof.
You're the best. Congrats, Alex.
Hey, no worries. Thank you, DJ, for the donation. Thank you, Crystal, for the super sticker as well. Yeah, the expectation now on Eala is it was already kind of high because a lot of people were like, well, you've got a lot of fans. You got to prove that you're worth it. I mean, she's proven that time and time again. But now it's like, oh, you're top 20. All right, that comes with a different level of pressure. She's been handling pressure great anyway. I really hope she plays Parks and Noskova because I think those matches right now are so important to more Noskova. If she doesn't play Parks, the Parks match was such a weird match anyway that, I don't think she needs revenge over Parks. But Noskova is the big match. We need to see her play Noskova next week. That's the match, especially the where Noskova's come from. Like Noskova, the way that Noskova's been playing, we need to see her play Eala again. We need to see her play this Eala. I think that is the matchup that we need to see between those two because we know that Noskova's been a problem for Eala consistently this year. So, yeah, that match is the one that I want to see in Canada. Thankfully, we're getting it in Canada, Obviously, everybody wants to see her play Sabalenka, blah, blah, blah. But I think the important match for Eala right now is to try and get the win over Noskova. Try and get that one back. That loss, the two, and they've been pretty easy losses too. They haven't been, for her, unfortunately, it hasn't been a good matchup for Eala. So yeah, I think that is a very important matchup for us to all see next week. And Eala will play on Wednesday night, so no rest at all. There is no rest for Eala. Did other players bagel Pegula before? Yeah, Swiatek. Swiatek has bageled Pegula before. Sabalenka or Raducanu usually overpower Pegula. But yeah, Pegula does. She has been bageled. It's not the first time. But that's the thing. Eala it's all the momentum with Eala. Mark. Hello. Why is it not working? I don't know why is it going quiet? By the way, they haven't even started the speeches. They're just doing. I don't know who's talking. They're still doing the ceremony. Players haven't even started talking about. I think it's just the tournament director taking a lot of time here. All right, I don't know is that the tournament organizer or the owner? I don't know. Either way, the players haven't even had a chance to speak yet, so. All right. I should know who that is. He's the tournament director, right? All right, here we go. Pegula's going to talk first. Pegula is going to talk first. The dude's talking longer than the whole set. Yeah, he was having a chat. All right, Pegula gets the runner-up trophy. All right, so Pegula just giving Eala some props. So Pegula's just like, I don't really like playing it against you because of it's with your crowd support and the atmosphere, but I appreciate it. It's fun, but it's not easy. Just thanking her own team now. Just thanking her team. All right. Pegula's just thanking all the people that are behind the scenes. Yeah. There it is. All right, she's just thanking all the volunteers, everyone who puts the event on. And just thanking everybody for enduring this the terrible weather yesterday. Hopefully everyone's getting paid overtime. All right. Congrats, Alex. Amazing Filipino fans. Appreciate the fun atmosphere. Yeah. Yeah. Good content for Pegula for a podcast. I mean, I don't know if it's good content or not. Losing is probably not good content. As a Filipino, I agree with JPEG. It's not fun playing against Alex. Hey, no worries. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. All right, Pegula. Good speech. Good speech. Good speech. All right, now. All right, Eala. Here we go. Lifting the big trophy. By the way, we do have the men's final coming up next, so stick around for that. She wins the gold trophy. I got to be honest, these trophies, not a fan. I think these trophies, they're just the same trophy, different colors. Like one's gold, one's silver. It's like, that's very, very, I feel like that's like a bit of lazy. I'm sure that there's a reason why it's all swirly and shit, but they're not a great, it's a pretty basic trophy. There's a gold version of the runner-up trophy. She's just thanking Pegula. I'll tell you, this is becoming a nice little rivalry too now because it's 1-1. So I'm excited to see them play again.
Thanks, mate, for the swashbuckling content.
No worries. Thank you for the donation, Nick. Appreciate it. All right. I don't think her parents were there this week, right? I think it's just a coach that came with her this week. Just thanking the coach and the physio, I guess. She's thanking the medical staff. That's not good. Thanking the medical team? Why is she thanking the medical staff? What's wrong? Why? 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 Why is she thanking the medical staff? That's. Hang on. What do you mean? All right. All right, she's just saying that she's feels all the love. I mean, I tell you, this crowd yesterday was not as lopsided. This crowd was not as. It was way more Filipino siding today. She's just thanking everybody for the support, and she's like, even if I lost today, it would have still been a win for me. And looking forward to seeing you guys again. I tell you, she speaks very well, Eala. She's very well spoken. I mean, she gets a lot of attention, and we talk about that. People like, hype, whatever. But pressure of being the face of a nation, right? She's like even more so now, she's going to be the face of the Philippines, right? I mean, she might be one of the, if not the most famous person in the Philippines right now. Like, she might be the face of the whole nation, right? 100 million people. She's the face of the nation. And that's a lot of pressure to hold for a 21-year-old. But she handles it well. She handles it phenomenally. Yeah, they're the same trophy. One's just a different color. That's lazy. Washington, come on. Come on. Come on, you need 2 trophies. They're too similar. They're the same trophy. One's just silver. That's shit. Come on. Lazy trophies. I think Eala's trophy is slightly bigger. But they're the same thing. Nah, come on now. Come on now.
Thank you, Cam, for the coverage.
No worries. Thank you, Anonymous, for the $2. Appreciate it. All right. By the way, men's final. They're just announcing that it's happening straight after this. The weather is a little bit dicey, a little bit shitty. Like there's definitely clouds around, but we should be okay. We should be okay. We should be okay. She's just I don't know who that guy is. He must be the tournament, right? The owner of the tournament. That's the only explanation. He's got to be the tournament owner. All right. Sorry, Chad. I was just multitasking as part of that's what I have to do all the time. Philippines celebrating. Congrats, Eala. Yeah, as a tournament director. Okay, I thought so. Are we watching some ATP Montreal games? Not today. We're watching this men's final, and I'm just fucking passing out. This week has been exhausting, especially with the extra day of Washington. We did one extra day. This week has been exhausting, so I am not. Yeah, I know. Raducanu pulled out of the US, which sucks. But thank you, Dutchie. Yeah, Dutchie. We'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. All right. We'll just let me break it down while we get to that in the next one. Giving me more work to do. Come on now. I'm already trying to do 7 videos at once. Hang on. Just give me 2 seconds, all right? Shit. Yeah, Eala's playing Wednesday night, which is like the last. It would be one of the last matches of the second round for the ladies. So she's got time. I think Pegula's the same. She'll get a couple of days to get ready for it. History made today, yeah. Yeah, but I tell you, now becomes real for Eala. Now it's real. Because all of the, like we've been saying the last couple of weeks, all of the, being the underdog, beating the top players, all of that kind of disappears now for Eala. She's not the underdog anymore. She's the one that everybody wants to be. And the thing is, right? Obviously got a lot of fans out there. There's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to want to try and beat the crowd, right? So there's going to, and this is what happened to Raducanu when she won the US, right? And I'm not saying the Raducanu is the same as Eala. That's completely different careers. But when you become like the face of the tour, or you become one of the faces of the tour, you become a target. Everyone wants to take you down. So now that Eala's done it, she's achieved this great thing, she's obviously got, more to come, right? But the pressure that she has just gone up 10 times, right? She already had pressure, but now it's gone up a million times. Because if she loses to a top 20 player, it's going to be a bad loss because she's beaten so many good players so far. If she loses to anyone outside the top 20, obviously that's not ideal. So she has to win now. She should and luck. I mean, fortunately she's been winning, but this is where the real work starts. This is where things get real. For the last 18 months, the question has been, she's popular, but is she legit? Is she actually good? The answer is she is good. And I mean, we've known that. But now it's okay, the people that have been questioning whether or not she deserves the hype, right? Now they're going to be asking, all right, you've done this. Keep going. You got to keep it going because it's about consistency now. She's been consistent for 2 months and she's been phenomenal for 2 months. But now it's when she plays Raducanu next time, when she plays Svitolina, she'll be the favorite. When she plays Pegula next time, she might be the favorite, right? Totally different expectation and mentality going around being the favorite. When you're the favorite against a top player, that's a bit strange, but we'll find out. It's going to be interesting. But I think she can handle that. I don't think it's going to be it's not going to be bad for her. I think she can handle it, but that's the next level of what Eala has to deal with. Now you're a 500 champion, you're a world beater, but everybody wants to beat you now. That's everybody's coming for Eala. It doesn't matter if they're a qualifier, if they're a top 10 player. Beating Eala now is a bit of a marquee win because she's been so good. And she's been beating everyone. So, even that, everybody's coming out to get you. How, there's that, I don't know, was it Serena who said it? Like, everybody plays their best tennis against me. Everybody's going to try and play their best tennis against Eala because it's such a big win right now. Like, it's such an, like, it's, and when I say big win, yes, okay, beating Sabalenka is a bigger win. But I'm talking about, like, it's like so many people are going to be tuning into everything that Eala does that if you're the one to take her down, you're going to get a lot of exposure yourself, right? You're going to, you can really make a name for yourself that way, right? So, yeah, she is the player to beat. And it's going to be really interesting to see who, how players approach that and how she can deal with that, right? But a great day for Eala. And it just caps off a phenomenal, June, July, August, right? I mean, she won that 125 in Birmingham during the French Open, which was a great win. She, broke the curse, right? Broke the Czech curse. Then she had a great run in Berlin, ends up losing to Noskova, who ends up winning Wimbledon. Hindsight, not a bad loss. Lost to Mertens, which maybe was due to the fact that she just played so much tennis and, maybe it was a little bit too much in the end. And also Mertens plays well. Then she goes to Wimbledon, makes the fourth round of Grand Slam for the first time, loses to Paolini, who's a former finalist, beats Swiatek, who's the defending champion. And now she goes on this amazing run and takes out Pegula in the final and 2 top 10 players, 2 Grand Slam champions along the way. A Grand Slam champion. In fact, I think everybody that she beat has either made the final Svitolina hasn't. But everybody that she beat, except for Svitolina, who made semis, has won, who made a Grand Slam final. So she's beaten Grand Slam finalists or champions the entire time, which is, again, one of the all-time runs. And remember, she did almost lose in the first round. She was down a set and a break. Zheng was up 6-4, 4-3. She breaks Zheng. She fights back, kind of like today. She, breaks and then runs away the third. And then didn't break a sweat against anybody until the final. So again, it's just been such a ride, this tournament. And as soon as she won that first match and then she goes and beats Fernandez, you thought this could be it. Like, this could be the run. And she beat the number 1 seed, the number 2 seed, and the number 3 seed to win the whole thing. Like, she beat the 3 best players in the tournament. I mean, again, it's no easy draw, no easy win. Nobody can talk shit about, she didn't beat anyone in Washington. Bullshit. She beat Osaka, who's a 4-time champion. She beat Svitolina and Pegula, who are having very good years this year. And Fernandez and Zheng, who she lost to in the past. I mean, to say that she beat nobody would be a lie, and anybody who says that is an idiot. But man, it's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be fun. She plays on Wednesday against the winner of the match that's happening later today. Why are you asking if Pegula is injured? Pegula was not injured at all. Pegula was fine. Pegula didn't have any injuries. No injuries. Pegula lost because of the way Eala plays. And the way that Eala plays, we've seen against Osaka, against Svitolina, against all the players this week. I mean, we know that Eala has a game that's frustrating. It's a very awkward game to play against because she hits the ball so aggressively, takes your time away. You can't breathe, right? She's just so suffocating with the way she plays. And Pegula yesterday handled it so well. And then she comes back today and she doesn't. She also is a victim to that game. The rain delay, it helped Eala, right? But Eala wasn't playing that bad yesterday. She was just making more errors than usual. But the rain delay hurt Pegula way more. I think yesterday she kind of had the crowd under control, Pegula. She had her game under control. She was playing much better. She was serving well. Her emotions were she was locked in. Today, she was totally out of it. She barely, she was probably fortunate to get to 6-4 in the first set because she could have easily got broken straight away and it could have been 6-2. And then final set, she couldn't even compete, right? But man, very, very interesting finals. Yeah, 50 unforced. Just so many errors from Pegula. And most of those were today. Yesterday, she hit about 20 errors. So did Eala yesterday, 20 errors. But Pegula today just couldn't. I mean, how many times did I say in the net Pegula? I said it like 100 times. She hit the ball in the net that many times. It was crazy. Do you think there's something on Eala that's catching her opponents off guard? Well, she hits the ball on the rise, right? So she takes time away from her opponents. She doesn't give her opponents time to set up the points. She rushes them, right? She rushes her opponents. It's very, very, very hard to unless you're really good defensively or you overpower Eala, you hit through Eala. It's very hard to play Eala when she's timing the ball so well. And she's also starting to serve better. Whereas, there was a thing, like 6 months ago, where you can pick on the serve. The serve's not really vulnerable as much anymore. Like it's gotten better. It's becoming less of a strategy to attack the serve anymore. You're like, that's not a thing you can do. It's not, She gets low to a shot. Yeah. But she hits the ball on the rise, which takes time away. And Pegula's not slow, right? She's quick. And she was struggling to get it. Being a lefty also is awkward and definitely helps for sure. It definitely helps being a lefty. If Eala wins US Open, that might be Pacquiao level celebrations. All right. Okay. Let's just pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes. There's a lot of tennis still to come, right? We've still got a lot of tennis before the US Open to figure it out. Like I've said many times already in this stream, it's all about it's all about Canada for Eala. It's all about playing Noskova. That is what you should be looking at. Don't be looking any further than Noskova in Canada, all right? Don't be looking at the US Open. Don't be looking at Cincinnati. Don't be looking at Sabalenka. I see a lot of people being like, I want to see Sabalenka. No. Noskova first, then Sabalenka. Like, if you can't beat Noskova, then it's going to be hard to beat Sabalenka. She's number one for a reason. She beat Raducanu, but Sabalenka's better than Raducanu by ranking and by game. She's got an all-round game, Sabalenka. Raducanu's got her flaws. You can beat Raducanu by, doing a few things. Sabalenka's a totally different. But you got to beat Noskova first. Noskova is the next thing for Eala to do. She has to beat Noskova. Noskova is the don't go too far ahead. And she, like I said, she has to now continue the form, right? It's like, okay, you've won a 500. You got to keep going. Keep it going. The only other thing that I'm a little bit worried about now is that now that she's won a 500, winning a 250 or a challenger event is small potatoes, right? Small potatoes. Like that doesn't, if you know, you know. Small potatoes. Big potatoes. Now it's like, okay, well, you've just overtaken it. You've just, if it's, if you're looking at like a ladder, right? You've taken like 3 rungs up the ladder, right? You've skipped over doing a 250. 250 is not going to be as impressive now, right? So she's again set the bar to 500. So next level is win another one, or make a 1,000 final, or do a slam quarterfinal. Like those, she's winning a 250 won't be as impressive now, right? So that's unless she wins like, a 250, like a 250. Well, she can't win one next week, but if she won a 250, back to back or something like that, but yeah, winning this title has gone from like, now it's like, oh, that's your baseline now, right? So yeah, she'll handle it. She'll be able to handle it. But again, everybody else is going to be going for her now. Like the whole tour is now on notice going, oh, I thought she just had a lot of fans that like to cheer. Now she can win now I want to beat her. Like now is the time. Now I want to get her, right? So she's going to have a lot of people trying to hunt her down. But again, first thing is first. She's got to play and not even beat Noskova. She has to be competitive against Noskova. If she loses in a close straight sets, that's progress, right? If she wins a set, amazing. If she wins, fantastic. But the Noskova match how good is she playing right now? Because she's obviously beaten a lot of good players. But Noskova is the sticking point. Is she going to be more competitive against Noskova now? Is that confidence going to take her to be competitive in that one, you know? So hopefully we get it. Hopefully. And hopefully Eala plays, because there's a chance that she doesn't play. She might want to go party for a week. You know? She just won her biggest trophy. I mean, she deserves a week off. She doesn't usually withdraw from tournaments, though, so she'll be playing. All right, chat. We need to get to the men's final, because they have just hit the court. Hodar taken on Fritz, and like I expected, a lot of people left, which is a shame, but also not a surprise, because most people there to see the historic Eala win. We're almost at 315K. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, everybody, for the week. What a crazy week it's been. It continues. It goes on. We don't stop. We've got matches today. Men's final. We've got the matches tomorrow. Don't know who's playing tomorrow, but we'll watch something. Obviously, if you're watching Eala, she's coming back Wednesday night, a.k.a. Thursday morning in Australia, my time, Philippines, your time, Europe, fucking midnight. I don't know, probably 3 a.m. or some shit. So if you're in Europe and you like Eala, start drinking coffee. But hey, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. But what a win. What a way to win your first title against the number one seed. She comes back from a set down 4-6, 6-4, 6-love. And she is the WTA champion, Alex Eala. She is legit.